What's up, family? Curtis Russell here, and you're about to watch a live podcast here on the Seoul Dojo gaming channel. But first, E3 is finally upon us, and the best place to get all your E3 content is right here, of course, on the Seoul Dojo gaming channel. We're doing pre-shows, live watch-alongs, and live post-shows of every conference that's happening from June 9th all the way to June 12th. And the best way to get all that content is to make sure you subscribe to the Seoul. Hold on. Okay. What is up, y'all? What is up? We back, man. I'm back. I'm live. I'm back. I am still alive. We were doing all these press conferences yesterday, man. I got very fatigued while doing these press conferences, man. I just need a little bit of break. So I didn't do Ubisoft. I was actually knocked out of sleep. I didn't do Square because I had some stuff to do. But we're here now, man. We're here. Let's talk about some of the stuff that happened. Whew. Okay, so we were talking about what was going on, man. Okay, let's talk about Ubi. We got to see some Assassin's Creed. Odyssey. You can pick between two people. You can be a well, I forgot their names, but you can be a guy and you can be a girl. I'm probably gonna be the girl. They used her during the trailer. She looked super awesome. It looked like. It did look a lot like Origins, but it just looked a little bit different. Of course, it has a Greek setting. They went a little bit into the story, but of course, we're gonna hear more about that later when it comes closer to the release date. What else in Ubisoft? The Division. They went a little bit deeper in what they're gonna do after you're done fighting the whatever the hell you're fighting in the Division, kind of the end game stuff. They didn't go in and say anything about like a dark zone though. I'm gonna have to go in and do my own kind of research on that. They did not say anything about the dark zone, but they did say that they're going to have 3 episodes that are going to be free that come to the Division, which is super awesome. Super awesome. What else do we hear? We heard that what was that game called? Battle for Atlas. It was a kind of like a spaceship fighting game for Nintendo Switch. They're gonna have Star Fox, which is super awesome. They said they're gonna have Star Fox. What else they say in that stream, man? I think they showed off some of the crew stuff. For Honor got a nice little DLC. They wanted to come out and say, because For Honor is a really good game. For Honor really is a good game. What else they talk about? They were having the rabbits and Donkey Kong thing, and of course Miyamoto himself, the legend, showed up. That was really cool. Ubisoft's been impressing me recently, but it's Assassin's Creed kind of being the biggest thing from that. I mean, if you're a big Assassin's Creed guy, you're going for that. If you're not, I mean, I guess. I'm into it because they're kind of switching to this RPG style. The fight where she put the sword on fire, I was like, dang, like, that is something crazy that they just did. Like, that is super crazy that they just did. So I was super excited about that. That was awesome. That thing was awesome. Square showed a lot of JRPGs. My man Trevor, I know he was hyped about a lot of the RPG stuff. They got a new RPG coming out for the Nintendo Switch, little JRPG. They got Stormblood for Final Fantasy 14. I think that's out already, but they were, of course, we're talking about Final Fantasy 14. We got to look at an extended trailer of Kingdom Hearts 3. Not too hyped about it. Wasn't too hyped about that. And Square's press conference wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't as crazy as I thought it was gonna be, but I guess Tomb Raider was the first one, so they kind of got one of the biggest things out the way. They did not show the Marvel game that they have ready. I mean, where they have in development, the Marvel game. I think it's taking, is it Guardians of the Galaxy? I think it was Guardians of the Galaxy that they're doing with the Marvel game for Square Enix, but they didn't show that at all. So it must be either very far behind on development, or it's going to be it's just not ready to show because when you show a trailer, you want to show the best representation of the game, and maybe they just didn't have that for this E3. So they showed Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider looked awesome. Lara Croft, I think in the beginning part was awesome because she shot at like somebody's arm, and he thought like everybody around him was trying to kill him, so he ended up killing other NPCs for her, and she got EXP for that. So that was kind of cool. A lot of like kill cams in that game. The thing where she roped the dude and then went on the other side of the branch and pulled him up, that was pretty awesome. So the game's just, it's so polished. I think that game is such, like, Crystal Dynamics is an amazing team. But that's another thing. Crystal Dynamics is working on the Marvel game also. So maybe that could tie in with, maybe when they're done with Tomb Raider, they're going to go straight, full-fledged, all gun-ho on the Marvel game. We're just going to have to see. We just going to have to see. What? You want to use my headphones? You sure? Because you got the live stream right in front of you? Oh, man. So Sony's going to start in about 5 more minutes. This should be going on in about 5 more minutes. Disclaimer, I know YouTube's going to catch me drinking. I do not want this video monetized anyway, so get me for that anyway. I mean, ain't nobody gonna, what? Yeah, yeah, I do. I know the rules here. I just can't get it monetized, I think. I doubt 2,000. I doubt I'll get 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch minutes in the next hour. If I do, y'all amazing. I don't want a product placement either, so I'm taking off what I'm drinking. Because if this company pays me to do this stream, then I'll then I'll product place. But I ain't about to do all that. Jared, so what you sipping on? I just said, Jared, I ain't about to say when I'm sipping on Grandpa's old cough syrup, you know? I'm not about to say what I'm sipping on, but I'm sipping on something that's gonna make this press conference real nice, you know? Oh man. Jared, did you watch Square? Ugh.
Sure, like head over there now via some tweets, and you don't have to go dig through menus. You're seeing people tweet about it, and then that also affords us the opportunity to let the player choose where they go and when. So we're gonna make people miss a lot of the game too. Like,
sweet, but it's not. So it's not linear. There's a lot of things.
Linear,
so you guys can play this a bunch of times. What's the play time?
Sorry,
of this game?
y'all didn't get the lighting
6
in
to
there.
7 hours.
Yeah.
And it was and that was a big goal for us design-wise. Like we wanted with Oxenfree, the story itself was pretty linear, but how you pushed and pulled at it was very choice-driven. In this, you can miss huge swaths of this, and you have to go back and replay it.
What up, AD? We live, baby. Yeah.
While you go to another party.
Yeah, we live in here.
Yeah.
I have to say, I love that. I like that you
got
can
a chance to
miss
see
things in
it.
games if you're not like careful.
You could probably
if
go
you're not
back and
meticulous,
check
or-
on what I
or
was
just to
saying.
get bad luck
I
or
was just
something
saying,
like that. I like there's consequences and that.
What's up, man? What up, Brandon? All y'all in here. Now I was just clearing it up. What was going on? Square didn't show their Marvel game. I think they were too involved with the Tomb Raider game. Ubisoft showed off Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Greek style Assassin's Creed game. You can choose your gender. This time you can be either male or female. They used the female character in the trailer. She kicked a lot of butt. So it looked a lot like Origins, the last one, but it was still pretty good. She did put like the sword on fire, and I was like, ooh, that was super awesome. And she just tore it up from there. But it looks gorgeous, beautiful game. It has a lot of vibrant colors into it, so I feel like I'm happy it went to Greece. It tells a different kind of story. It tells a whole new type of mythology, a whole new type of lore, and I think Assassin's Creed is the perfect setting for that. Predator lore. It was that, yeah. So Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider was awesome. Tomb Raider, it looked really good. I hope there's some different stuff in there because I don't want all 3 games to be the same. I'm gonna start the stream for y'all because I believe Sony's about to go up. Here we go. Can't wait for Spartan kick. Yeah, Shell. Yeah, they was kicking everybody Spartan style, and they were flying back far too. Like it was crazy. I think the funny thing was like Square had a lot of games that were PlayStation exclusives. Like I think Dragon Quest was PlayStation exclusive. So it's like PlayStation still got a little bit of pull. Even though Microsoft showed us a little something. Woo! Last of Us Part 2, watch.
Please welcome Sean
First game.
Hayden.
Oh, never mind. Where? Are they outside? Are they outside for this press conference?
Hey guys.
Oh, sorry for the lag. I don't know what's going on, y'all. Sorry for the lag.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And thank you for making the time tonight to come to church.
He said to come to church.
This fulfills your obligation for the coming Sunday, for those of you who need to know that. But thank you for coming out. It's great to see the congregation as large as it is tonight under this single tent. And for those of you who may be a bit apprehensive because you remember that movie Kingsman, this doesn't end that way. It doesn't end that way. So, but no, again, thank you. And as you can see from this evening, here again at PlayStation, we've decided to mix it up a little bit in the way that we're doing our E3 presentation this year. You know, we look at what the stories have we tell and the things that we want to impart to our fans here with us and their
You're
fans
like, yes,
on the
Lord.
live feed worldwide.
Yeah,
and that
they
changes
talking
our
about they taking
design-
you out of church.
design
They
ideas
outside
around
in a
what we
tent.
can do for this show. So tonight, we're going to have, rather than a bombardment of new creative, we're going to take all of you on a journey deeper into some of the key titles we've talked about before, but we're going to talk about them in a different way tonight, a deeper way, so you can learn about what's going on with these games and what's coming up in the future. You know, what we look at here at Worldwide Studios with inside Sony Interactive Entertainment, we really want to take our love for gaming and make it sing very loudly. It's a gaming industry, it's sometimes called, but certainly inside our studios, we see gaming as a vocation. It's a calling. It's what we do. It's what we have to do. Our teams of creatives and studios and designers, they have stories to tell and things they want to show you and places they'd like to take you. That's what we're trying to do here at PlayStation. This coming year is going to be all about those kind of games that we can deliver to you in a way that's going to blow your minds. And tonight, we're beginning here in this tent, this church tent we've created here in Los Angeles to let you start that journey with us and let us tell you our stories for the next hour or so. So without further ado, it is my great honor and my unique privilege to invite to the stage, introduce to you, Gustavo Santaolalla.
Oh no, you guys want to do that. AD said Kanye about to sample this. Heck yeah. Said I sample PlayStation. Totally something you'll do. This guy's still going. Woo! Where's my moderator at? Where's Adrian at? It'll pop back on. Let me get a restart real quick, y'all. But this thing start acting crazy. I'm up in here with this this Walmart. There we go. Go. Shut up, Lauren.
She's home! Nice.
I missed you guys.
Totino's Pizza Rolls.
How about that? Gross. You love it. Every guy in this room is staring at you right now. Maybe they're
This is
staring
The
at
Last
you.
of Us Part 2. And is Ellie gay? What is going on?
Or not. Maybe they're jealous of you. I'm just a girl, not a threat. Oh, Ellie. I think they should be terrified.
Yeah, man, this is the most ambitious. Michelle said Ellie Gay didn't play that DLC. I didn't play it either. I forgot how gruesome this game can be. Oh, baby, we getting some gameplay. Let's go. Oh, look how beautiful it looks. Oh, my God. I don't know what's going on with this damn internet, man. this damn thing. Got this Walmart connection over there. She used to like this black girl, but the zombie apocalypse goes, yeah. They always kill the black ones. I know, right, Jared? I don't know what. I'm about to switch to my own personal thing if it does it again, because I'm like, oh my god, it just keeps stopping. She weaved the hell out of that. Woo! Let me hop off the Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's Lorena. It's Lorena's fault. It's Lorena's fault.
Okay, I'm
Stealing all the Wi-Fi.
Watch yourself. Ethan.
What?
Wolf. She came through here. Damn it. Double back. Go.
Oh my god. Shoot him in his kneecap. Let me try to move to my other one, y'all. Oh, never mind. This pot, it's like, it's just stop. Pop right in the face. Oh, shit. It's still pretty intense, man. Ooh! But there's so much going on. This is crazy. Jared said I need a release date. I need one too. Like this is gonna be crazy, man. This game looks up. It looks so good, so polished. And it's like the NPCs aren't even acting like regular NPCs we see in games all the time. Like there's something always happening. It's so aggressive. There's so much passion and emotion into this game. Just as much passion as there is into this damn Wi-Fi I got right now. It's crazy how she's taking arrows from like people like that. It's crazy. This game is gonna have your heart stomping. Between Ellie and Laura, I'm loving these bow wielding assassins. You know, the bow kind of made a comeback back in like 2014. There was a lot of bows being used. Well, probably 2013, I want to say. The bow has made its way back. The Division got a crossbow too.
See, I told you. He should be terrified.
Woo! Man, Naughty Dog is so good, man. Like, damn, you couldn't shoot me. Yeah, Jerry, that looking like game of the year right there. That's what that looked like. You know what, I think I would. Well, I'm almost done.
That was a new look at The Last of Us Part 2. We're here live in Los Angeles at the PlayStation E3 showcase. We're taking a quick intermission while folks move along to the next part of the experience. We'll have a little bit more to share on that later. And I am joined by my good friend, Ryan Clements.
Hello, Mr. Schumann.
How are you?
I'm good. It's such a pleasure to be here at the PlayStation Showcase. And it's going to be a huge night for Worldwide Studios a little later when the showcase resumes. And what better guest to have for joining us about Worldwide Studios than the chairman of Worldwide Studios, Mr. Sean Layden. Hello, sir.
Yeah, good to be here.
I thought you were just on stage. How did you get up here so fast?
We created this pneumatic tube that I was dropped into and shot right across to the studio here.
Right over here. Well, it's good to have you here.
Well, it's great to be here. And I think that was a very powerful start for our E3 program for this year.
That's right, and there's much more to come, but I do want to zero in on The Last of Us Part 2 here just for a moment. You know, as chairman of Worldwide Studios, you work very closely with Naughty Dog. These guys need no introduction.
Indeed.
And I'm curious, from your perspective, where is their head at when it comes to developing this game?
Where's their head at? I mean, they are everywhere. They're looking at what can do in the next iteration of the Last of Us series, and I think what we saw tonight, I mean, that piece of content was so impactful. I mean, the whole relationship between Ellie and Dina going into the combat sequence really shows that they're pulling out all the stops over at Naughty Dog, and they're going to have a very broad and ranging game that's not going to make you only work at it as a player, but you're going to have to just think as a person what you're coming up against.
I can't wait to see more of that, and that was first gameplay we saw there of The Last of Us Part 2, looking obviously incredible. And speaking of incredible, I mean, Worldwide Studios lately, I mean, it's just been unbelievable. Horizon, you had God of War, which needs no introduction, and Detroit Become Human. I mean, what is the secret, and what are you doing over there at Worldwide Studios? What's going on there?
The rule number one is do no harm, right? Right. In a lot of ways, my job is just to move the boulders out of the road to make sure that creative talent can get where they need to go. You know, provide backup, provide scope. You know, provide generalized, advice about where we can take this as an industry and as a gaming culture. But honestly, we've got 13 studios worldwide. We try to give them as much creative control as possible and just help support them through to their vision. That's kind of what we've been trying to do here for the last dozen years or so with Worldwide Studios. And I think right now, certainly in the PS4 era, you're seeing a lot of that coming into play right now.
That's great to hear that. And I mean, speaking about making fans happy, I mean, I think there's a question that I've been getting a whole lot, and it has to do with God of War. You know, this is a celebrated game. It's sold extremely well. It has a huge legion of fans. And one of the things I wanted to mention was, I get a lot of tweets about New Game Plus. You know, is this something that you and Santa Monica Studio are evaluating for God of War?
You know, it's crazy. with the advent of social media, we get a lot of real-time feedback from the fans and the community, and we listen to that. And God knows my Twitter feed is filled up with a lot of stuff that we could talk about here or not talk about at all. But it's all important. We take it all seriously. And New Game Plus is something that came through really strong and really hard through that kind of feedback loop. And I'm happy to say today that the teams are working on it, and we should have some more updates on that. We'll put that through the blog, but it's going to happen.
All right.
Definitely.
As someone who miraculously finished God of War with a 2-year-old at home, that makes me very happy. I will somehow find I will find time to get. He wasn't
Brandon, that's exactly what they're doing, bro. Like
kids don't try this at home.
They're moving. So they must have
thank you so
4
much, Sean,
different
it's great to hear that you
and they're
and that
moving them
amazing team at Santa Monica Studio are making that happen.
Hey, if we can create
the
functionality
exclusive
and
they're
features that allow
showing,
people to
because
spend more time in the worlds we build.
I'm gonna talk more about it. I want you guys to listen, but I'm gonna talk more about it.
Fantastic. So New Game Plus, that is confirmed. That is coming to God of War. We'll have full details on PlayStation blog shortly. We have a lot more to talk about, too.
Yeah, and actually, Sean, I wanted to ask you about that. About a month ago, you did something a little bit out of the ordinary for our team, and you kind of came out and talked about the 4 main games that we would be highlighting tonight's PlayStation Showcase. I was wondering
trying to immerse the audience in the content. In a way,
every
I think
year,
so, yeah.
we try to let the stories we have to tell design the experience we're going to create. And this year, we felt that what we really want to do is take people on a journey deep into the content, deep into the 4 big pillar games that we're working on right now, and get them to see a bit more about the stories you're trying to tell and the way it's going to be expressed and what they get out of it. It's a really wide range of titles there, anything from The Last of Us 2, which you just saw right now, through Death Stranding and Spider-Man and Ghost. So this year, I wanted people to know that don't come here expecting to have some big flashy new idea come out or some big surprise come out. Come here and sit with us and walk with us as we get through to see the background stories and deep inside of the games we're working on.
Wonderful. And we do have a lot more coming from those Worldwide Studios games in the showcase later tonight. Do you have any personal games that you're most excited about?
Well, they're all fabulous, and I think the teams are really crushing it right across the board.
Fair enough.
But one thing I would say is there's one of the games that we're having out today that will be playable in 3 months and available in the stores, and that's our favorite web slinger.
Of course.
Spider-Man. So we're going to see a lot of that tonight, and I think the folks at home should be happy with what they're going to get.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean.
I kind of feel like, I'll talk while it's bullshit, whatever. I kind of feel like Microsoft benefited from this a little bit.
Sean, thank you so much for dropping by. Always a pleasure to trade notes with the chairman of Worldwide Studios.
They showed
Great to see you guys. I'll head back to the pneumatic tube station.
All right, please do. And
so
we do have a lot more in store coming up in just a few minutes as the E3 showcase continues. But in the meantime, we also have some other updates for you while we wait during this short intermission. So I say we kick it off with a look at the latest from the world of Call of Duty.
Oh, God. Who's hyped for Call of Duty? Woo! Call of Duty. I'm really not. But I think it's actually okay what they're doing, but they're just flexing their muscle with the exclusives that they have, man. That's all they're doing. They're flexing that muscle. Sorry, Tashelle. It's back up now. If it does it again, I'm going to switch to my other personal line, and it should be good.
Get immediate access to Back in Black maps in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 only when you pre-order Call of Duty Black Ops 4 from PlayStation Store.
Welcome back. We are having the PlayStation E3 showcase kicking off in just a few more minutes. We're in a short intermission period here, but we've got some good stuff to talk about. And we've got some good friends as well.
Yeah.
Meredith Molinari and Ramon Russell.
Oh my goodness. I don't know about this format though. I feel like it kind of killed the vibe a little bit. All right, guys, give me a minute. I'm gonna switch over, and then we're gonna go right back live because yeah, this thing is tripping. I'm gonna switch right over, and it's gonna stop the stream for a second, and I'm gonna go right back live.
You guys back?
It's good to be back.
Friends of remastered maps from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 are making their way to Call of Duty Black Ops 4 this October 3 as well. For those who pre-3.
Oh, thanks to show. Yeah, I'm not into Call of Duty,
awesome
man.
news with our audience, but PlayStation Plus subscribers get a little treat.
Get a little
tasty treat.
Right, little mid E3 supply drop for you there.
There you go. Perfect.
You know, we've been sharing a lot of good news. We got to share 5 really cool announcements last week when we did our countdown.
Only
kind of
4
ramping
Xbox
up
shown
for tonight's big showcase.
That's right. We had the countdown to E3, and that was 5
showed
reveals and updates over a span of 5 days. A lot of great stuff announced. Let's
what
take
Xbox,
a quick look
what they
back
did
at
so
the
well
highlights.
was throw games at you, period, but not all of them were like exclusive to Xbox. A lot of them were for both. But they did show, I think, 18 though, which is good. But I mean, on the exclusive side, what does PlayStation really need to show, or what does PlayStation really need to prove? Not a lot, because we've had games like Hellblade. Even though they're going to Xbox now, we had games like Nier Automata, Hellblade, Horizon Zero Dawn, what the hell is this game right now? Whatever this game is called that they're showing right now, I forgot what it's called. Days Gone, there you go. They had a lot of games. And they just want to show, I think they just want to just show out the bigger ones that are coming now. But I don't like the pacing of this conference right now, I really don't, because we were hyped about The Last of Us, and now it's just like we're just hearing about crap, Call of Duty now. It feels like, doesn't even feel like a press conference.
Comes a heartfelt story in VR.
But really, who are you?
Exactly, like Chachelle said, it breaks my immersion. It breaks I guess really it breaks the flow. Beat Saber. Yeah, Nintendo Directs
We're
are
just
the
a
best.
few minutes away from the E3 PlayStation
Because
showcase.
if they do it
I mean,
4 times, then we're just going to go through
really
this like 4 different times,
So
like
let's
3
keep
other
moving
times.
here. There was a lot of great stuff here. Oh, and we could see the crowd is seated. The people
I think
are
the next
about
one
ready
is
to
Ghost
go.
of Tsushima,
The
so I'm
show's
very
about
excited
to
now.
continue, about to move into the big event.
Yeah, it was great to see the countdown stuff, but I do think that there's like maybe one more thing we can sneak in there before we cut away to the showcase.
Yeah, let's squeeze it in. Let's squeeze it in.
in.
Okay, so this next franchise boasts a huge loyal community of nearly 6 billion hours. Incredible stat.
Yeah, they play that so much.
A lot.
They do. And we're going to take a first look at the next chapter right now.
Then they show Destiny. Activision must have their hands in this press conference.
A lonesome star.
I'm happy that days talking about sales have gone though. Yeah, we're talking about more single player and stuff like that. And the funny thing, I like Destiny, man. I when I was playing Destiny, I really did like it. I really did. But I'm not into it no more. Side note though, I've been playing Fallout on my Switch. It's been awesome. This Fallout on my Switch, I've been playing it. That they released for free last night. Really good stuff, you guys. If you guys have a Switch, Fallout Shelter is a really good game. Really fun.
On the other side. Why can't I leave well enough alone and go to the light?
Forsaken.
Yeah, that was a powerful new look at Destiny 2. Forsaken is coming out September 4th on PS4. A lot of great enhancements and content for that one. And
yeah, it looks really good. There's a lot of buzz about that Gambit mode coming up. And guess what? If you're at E3, you can play it at our booth.
Not too bad.
But
Not too bad.
There's barely any time because we're about to get to the showcase.
That's right. We are really seconds away when it comes down to it from the rest of PlayStation's E3 showcase. Thank you so much for watching. We've got a lot more in store tonight. But for now,
I think it's almost time.
I think it's almost time. Should we get to it?
I think why keep people waiting? Let's get to it. We have so much more to cover.
Okay. Got a lot more in store. So let's check it out live right now.
Where'd the black dude come from? Let's do it. Let's do it. I think it's Ghost of Tsushima. I'm hyped now. Is this the same guy? You watched the Splatoon 2 World Championships? No, I didn't. I heard about it, Jared. I heard about Splatoon 2. I'm actually getting pretty good at Splatoon, but I just gotta be consistently playing it. I'm always playing games in between it, but no, I need to watch it though, because I'll probably get really good watching other people play it. Oh, I want to see some Ghost of Tsushima. I'm hyped. Oh, I'm pretty good at it. I'm alright. I just started the ranked matches and I'm okay. Boy, he blowing that wood real hard. The matches today were pretty good. I might watch highlights, Jared. I might check it out and watch some highlights. I feel like Japanese style games are coming into gaming a lot now. Shell, you might have a lot to say about that, about the Japanese styles that are coming into games. Blowing the wood. Y'all make my stream so funny, man. I love y'all. Gay. That grandpa's cough syrup. You got some strong lungs. He do got some strong lungs. I want to see some gameplay of this game, man. I hope it comes out this year. I'm really excited for it. Sucker Punch is one of my favorite PlayStation developers because of Infamous.
The temple's close.
Oh yeah, this looking like some gameplay. Day 9. Mongol invasion. Did you know Mongolians like made ice cream? Like they invented it? I'm serious, look it up. When I was looking up at destinations for me and you to go, Mongolia came up, and I was like, why the hell would you want to go to Mongolia?
Nobu, come!
Wow. This game looks really awesome. Really gorgeous.
Where are they?
I don't think so, Jared. I don't think you need a PlayStation Pro to run any of these games. You'll get better graphics, but we're gonna finally see some combat out of this. Oh yeah.
Jin, you're late.
You're impatient. Where's the monk?
The bastards beat me to him. Now they're torturing him at the temple.
Come on.
You think the monk's a hero?
We need him, Masako. Down.
We could take them.
No. Remember Sago Bridge? We strike quietly. Or they kill the monk.
Wow. They did say it was going to be an open world stealth game.
Just get that monk.
Yo, this is Japanese, Japanese Assassin's Creed.
Please, I do not understand.
Wow. Damn.
He called reinforcements. We have to move.
Yeah, I was getting, after that hardcore, Jared, I was getting that Assassin's Creed vibe real quick.
Masako!
Stand aside, Jin. You betrayed my family.
Run! If we fight, the Mongols win.
They already won.
You were my friend.
Give me the monk.
No.
Woo.
coming? That's our enemy.
This fighting is so good. AD, I was about to hit you. I was about to just ask you, dude, you were the one that tagged me in this game when it got first announced. What are you thinking? And yes, it is not a question. Ghost of Tsushima is an automatic. I'm copping. I am buying it. Sucker Punch, phenomenal. It's amazing. That atmosphere, it's the hardcore, the fighting, the everything, the story so far. I mean, it's so interesting. It's so good. I personally didn't think Sucker Punch had the talent to do anything like that. If you look at what they did with Second Son Infamous, to that, I didn't think they could do something like that. And Jared's right, there is no HUD. And you're starting to see that more with a lot of games. They want you to be completely immersed into the game. No HUD, hardly any maps anymore. The Last of Us 2 didn't really have a HUD. It had like what weapon you had and stuff.
The oldest house is a shifting place. There are rules and rituals. You can keep traveling deeper.
Is this Perfect Dark? Oh no, this ain't. Oh no, this is something else. What is this? That looked good. What was that? What? That looked good. Oh, 505. That makes sense. That looked good. That looked really cool. First thing, that's the magic of E3, huh?
Relax, calm down. You can't be here. I'm putting you under arrest. Stay back, sir. I've got this. Officer, you need help? What are you doing? Get off. No. Get off of me.
Days Gone? my God. Resident freaking Evil.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Money's in my account. Always a pleasure.
Attention, all citizens. Due to the citywide outrage.
And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate.
Whatever it takes to save this city.
Surprised you made it this far.
Need info on my extraction. Survival's your responsibility.
I was about to say, Tashelle, what's your initial thought? You the horror girl. You the one that play all these games.
Of course. It's an impressive display of strength.
You the one that like all the scary stuff and all these kind of games, man.
But we never meant for this to happen.
It's coming. It's coming back.
Oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, the first part of 2019. Capcom is on it. Capcom is on it.
Don't tell me what to do.
Oh my God. One more surprise like that, Sony got it, y'all. One more like that, Sony got it. Wow.
From Squatch Games and the co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Bathtub Guy, and we're here at E3 to take some looks at this new game I'm going to show you right now. Trover Saves the Universe. Let's give it a look. Oh, whoa, there's some action platforming stuff in this little piece of
This
shit.
a platform?
I'm the bathtub guy. I'm always in my bathtub, but, you know, that's not about me right now. It's about this game. Whoa, look at that. That's exciting footage I just saw. Oh, I'm playing it right now. Look at me. I'm a cool cucumber over here playing this cool game. Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Somebody call 711 because that's the emergency dial number for this in this weird part of the galaxy. This is the sci-fi based thing. Help! He's got electrocuted.
Trevor Saves the Universe. Kind of cool, man. That's weird, but cool. If you're a Rick and Morty fan, there you go. I don't watch that. Woo! Kingdom Hearts! Woo!
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Why are you so happy?
'Cause we get to be pirates again.
Yep, you always did like this world.
In what world, though?
Still,
Peter Pan, or
real
it
shame
looks
we don't
more
have a
like
bigger ship.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh my God, they brought back Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh my God. What? Look at that. Look at Keyblade. You can fight underwater too? Oh my God. This is like an open world Kingdom Hearts game. Oh my God.
You back in the organization?
Yes. Surprising, isn't it?
Jack, don't you give this creep the time of day.
Sora, stand down.
I don't know about that voice acting, man. That dude
Mustn't
is.
strike a pirate aboard ship when said pirate offers to confabulate.
I'm looking for a box.
Get them! Sora!
They have come for us.
Wait! Oh no! Stop!
Farewell.
Arendelle is safer with me staying up here.
Oh, please, go away.
And the unversed collected enough screams and sadness from those children.
Yeah, and the whole time they were trashing our company in the process!
You're following her.
Maybe she's one of the 7 pure light.
She's the new girl in the organization.
The new
At 13.
7 hearts.
Now, set your heart free.
And at the end, you'll finally realize what destiny has in store for you. In fact, your reward might be right around the corner.
Hey, Axel.
Huh? Hey, liking the look. Cut your hair, too.
Oh my god, there is some stuff that is going to happen in this game. That is Kyrie and Axel together. That is weird. Did you really need a Rapunzel world? Maybe. Maybe. Was that really Rapunzel though? Was that? I don't know the Disney games that were coming, the Disney movies that were. Not really. To be honest with you. While they're going through all the games, what else they gonna remaster now? Kingdom Hearts 3. All in one package, only on PlayStation 4. Wow. Well, they need to get that one more remaster out, man. One more. They need to get that last one from you guys, man. They had to get that one last one. Why'd my stream go offline? Did they say we went offline? Okay. We should be back on. I don't know what was going on. My in and out connection.
You have dooms like me.
My in and Nintendo, and I'm hyped for that. I'm like, God, can you not do this to me? But I didn't get to talk about Kingdom Hearts, dude. Kingdom Hearts, I feel like the voice acting isn't polished enough yet. I don't know why they keep showing it. It's horrible. So hopefully they fix it before launch. But everything besides that. They say the game is coming out. They said what game is coming out in 3 months? Spider-Man. Spider-Man's coming out in 3 months. It's coming out in September. Yeah, right. So Death Stranding is a weird looking game. Give me your hand in life. That's Hideo Kojima though. That's him. Yeah, that's weird.
Headed into town. Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long. The time flow fast forwards whatever it touches. But it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go. I'll see you around. Sam Porter Bridges.
Sam, what's your status? Beryllium density is still increasing.
My status is fucked. There's tons of them.
Can you sit out the rain?
No. They're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Sam, if one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
I got an idea.
I feel like there's two universes in this game. That's why you can't see this thing. That is weird. Stranding. Woo! Hideo Kojima. That's him without anybody holding him back. That's the weird stuff he can produce right there. That's him without any of his family, anybody, his team. Jared said, I'm more confused than ever. Yeah. It's like,
You still don't know who I am, do you?
he needs to come out and talk about it, but I still feel like it's one of those games that you're gonna have to go in with an open mind. It's one of those games you're gonna have to go in with an open mind, because it's so weird. Like, what is the baby for? Why is it like? I'm weird. I'm speculating like the baby is like maybe part of the universe that everybody else is, that all the evil things are in or whatever. Or, I don't know. It's weird. Neo 2? What? Already? No, wow. PlayStation had a couple of them on their sleeve too, man. That's crazy.
But I can't reach them over radio. Their comms must be down. What's your status?
Already here.
Spidey! Woo!
It was.
My man!
Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
Love the optimism. But in my experience, when it looks bad, it's usually worse. Look out! Yuri!
I'm slipping!
Hold on! You okay?
Yeah.
Welcome to the party. Just in time for the fireworks.
What's supposed to be Shocker?
Looks like we made parole, boys.
Alright, we might see some legit gameplay right here. Legit
Why
combat.
is he letting everyone out?
I'll head for the main control center and see how bad the situation is.
Got it. I'll go join the party.
Then you gonna take on that wall?
Everyone just quietly go back into your cells and lock the door behind you. Okay? Please?
Damn it! Damn, Carl's Jr. connection.
Get him down here.
Like fish in a barrel.
Sorry, y'all. It's because a whole bunch of people are on my Wi-Fi.
Oh, hi, Rhino.
Broke them off. Broke them boys off 20. Boy, we saw Shocker and Rhino in the same trailer.
What is he talking about?
Sweet. Now all we need to see is Vulture next.
Just trapped in a prison with every criminal I've put away in the last 8 years. No biggie.
Look how smooth it is. Wow.
Electro must be working for someone.
And they have Scorpion.
This is too good to be true.
Scorpion, can you hold on a minute? I was in the middle of...
Charge him. Don't let up.
Lost you for a second there. You okay?
Not really. Electro, Rhino, and now Scorpion are all on the loose. What's going on in the rest of the prison?
Camera system's almost done. I'll give you a sit rep soon.
Damn.
Okay, I'll keep tracking Electro.
Wow, he used that shield really well. Jesus Christ. Ugh.
Come on, Spider-Man. I thought this was a chase.
Gotta stop this guy.
Oh my God, it is so good with Pep Sling.
If you tell me who you're working for, I'll go easy on you.
Can't stop it. But I'm flattered that you still try.
But we should expect this from Insomniac Games, man. They know what they're doing. Just give me the damn game, says Jared. I know it looks so good.
Vulture.
Bam, there goes Vulture.
Sorry, no time to talk.
Okay, I got the security cameras back online.
How's it look?
Yeah, this trailer's looking pretty awesome. Sorry about the stream though. It is just terrible today. It is not being my friend today. It doesn't wanna cooperate with me today. Come on, you damn stream.
kill him.
Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
Who wants him? Kingpin?
Definitely want to.
Oh my god.
You?
Woo! Hype. Hype. Is that all Sony has? Boy, I won't know because of this damn stream. We'll never know.
I think they should be terrified of you.
I think that might be it, y'all.
You do not hesitate.
For Sony. Yeah, because they're showing on that. I mean, literally Resident Evil. First of all, I like the control game. I do. I like the control game. I think that control game looked really cool. At first, I thought it was Infamous. Really, at first, I thought it was Zero Dark, and then I thought it was Infamous. But that looked really cool. That's a brand new Sony exclusive, definitely. That looks super awesome. I think that Resident Evil 2, that is something amazing. And the new, any new Kingdom Hearts trailer is new. It's great. It's great. It's great. Or I guess Sony has more to show. Or maybe not. I don't know.
That was the PlayStation E3 showcase. A lot to take in. There was a ton of great Worldwide Studios titles. We actually got a little more to share here coming right up. We're going to have first live gameplay of Marvel Spider-Man right here, just a couple of minutes. We have a new game to announce. We have some other stuff to talk about too. What a show.
Oh my gosh.
Pop highlights, go. Oh.
There's no time.
Okay, so
oh my goodness, Ghost of Tsushima
I guess they're going to show
incredible.
more.
That color palette was insane.
Yeah.
Did you grow up with samurai movies?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ready.
It's just the embodiment.
I'm ready.
of the
Sucker punch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Meredith.
Oh, Resident Evil 2. Come on, RE2. That looked so good. I know a lot of us fans have been waiting for that one.
They got this girl at the wrong time, man.
And there was like a moment where you're like, I'm not really sure I know what this is. And then as soon as he turned his head, I was like, yes.
And you get that, that
good.
RE4 style over-the-shoulder camera action. It's kind of like the ultimate dream if they were going to remake Resident Evil 2. That's
with the smoothness of the streams that
awesome
you were
stuff.
getting.
We now have more questions.
Yes, yes.
Way more questions.
More questions.
It looks as if, I mean, I don't want to make any promises, but it looks as if we were getting kind of an allusion to a lot of gameplay in there and kind of what the character of Sam is going to be doing in this very unusual world that is inhabited by some very unusual and scary things.
And people consume strange and unusual
bugs.
That was...
Babies continue to be a theme.
Yeah, it wasn't a myth.
Don't know what we're going to find out there, but yeah.
So a ton of great stuff in the show overall. I mean, Neo 2, that was a crowd pleaser. That was one that was great to see get out there. We got an update on Kingdom Hearts 3. We got a lot of other great stuff. We had a new Remedy game. Remedy's on the way. Control. Really stylish trailer, really looking to just, I want to learn more about that one. I mean, it just looks like wizards and like, I don't know what I was looking at there, but it was really stylish. I would expect no less from Remedy. But I got to say, I think my favorite was Marvel Spider-Man.
Spider-Man looked
that was incredible. We had these legendary villains are back. We had Rhino, Electro, Vulture. I'm missing some. Who else were there?
While they're doing all this, man, I'm used to wrestling.
Electro.
Spider-Man was not in a good space.
No, it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. So we're going to see live gameplay of that in just a minute or two here. But I say we actually take this moment to announce a new game. What do you think?
Do it.
Okay, do it.
So nonchalant.
Hits keep coming.
Yeah.
So you guys know From Software.
Absolutely.
I'm aware of them.
They have created a lot of great games over the year. Well, they have been busy working on a PlayStation VR game.
VR.
And it is quite a departure from the kinds of games that we sort of know them for. But it's very, very interesting. And I'd like to see the first footage of that
Aren't you excited? You're going to be a fairy. And live in the world where time stands still. Where nobody can see what you're up to ever again.
Terrible. Oh, okay. The hell is this?
Okay, Decine, that's From Software's new title coming to PlayStation VR. Quite a departure, very artistic. Still don't know a ton about how it actually plays yet.
Yeah,
but
From
certainly
Software
a compelling
like
debut, I would say. And speaking of compelling, let's get to that Spider-Man. It is time.
We have some folks from Insomniac
We sure
here.
do.
Brian, Adam, gentlemen,
Hey,
welcome
how
to
you
the
guys doing?
program. It's so great to have you here. I just have to say, first of all, thank you guys for giving us your time.
Of course. Yeah, of course. Happy to be here.
And also, congratulations, kind of closing out some of the show there with Marvel Spider-Man. How does it feel?
It's surreal. We've been working on it for a while, so
Yeah.
it's nice to be here. And obviously, we showed you. People wanted villains, so we decided we'll give you a lot of villains. And now, and the next question is, can we play the open world? And Adam's gonna show off the
That's right.
New York City.
I mean, I don't know, Sid. What do you think?
Let's dive in.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here? Get in there.
So we're going to boot up the demo here, and this is essentially one of the first playable demos that you guys are going to be showing off.
Yeah,
of,
that's
of
right.
Spider-Man.
Pretty much. So I mean, if you think about,
Go ahead, Adam.
Yes,
All right.
the game is. You know, a lot of people are like, last year's E3 was like, well, was that like just a linear level? No, like that was our Manhattan, that's our New York City, and it just happens to be on like a main story mission. But in between, like something like you saw on the raft, or we showed that back at last E3.
Well, they have some technical
you can just
difficulties.
Swing around New York City and have fun.
Let's go to that footage because we have it running here on the main monitor. We'll go to it in just a second. This is the beauty of the live environment.
Yeah, this. Oh God.
Oh,
this is so
this
good.
is great. I got my own little TV. This is perfect.
Yeah, I got it all.
Adam's doing a fantastic job so far. It's been really good.
So first of all, you're actually playing this right now.
Yeah. That's right.
And I do want to emphasize how beautiful this game is.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, Brian, tell me a little bit about what you guys want to show us this evening.
So I mean, the big thing is, again, you know, I think that part of the Spider-Man fantasy is to swing around New York City and, you know, to have, not only just a great story, but have a bunch of different activities in that world. And we wanted to, you know, give people who attend E3 an opportunity to experience that. So, you know, obviously it's a big narrative-driven experience, but at the same time, part of that superhero fantasy, especially that Spider-Man experience, is living within New York City and seeing that. So, you know, Adam is he's one of our combat pro players because he's a combat designer, and again, he's just showing off some really awesome stuff that as you get better with the game, obviously, you know, we wanted to have a pick up and play feel, but at the same time have a level of mastery and to really show off the improvisation that we've really been talking about a lot since we announced the game.
I'm digging this, like sticking dudes to walls and to the floor and stuff. That looks really
awesome. I think the thing that's been really fun in these last, I would say last 6 months since we got back from the holiday break was every week I feel like I'll take the game home or I'll be playing one night and then I'll come in and say, wow, guys, I didn't know you could do that. So I think there's a lot of that, there's that sandbox nature to it as well. So, I mean, obviously you can, you know, we're going to teach you mechanics, but we want you to experiment with, you know, his acrobatics, his webs, his gadgets, his suit powers. So combining all that stuff really allows for a lot of different gameplay and a lot of, you know, Spider-Man's a very expressive character and we want players to be able to express that whether it's in traversal or in combat.
It's gorgeous.
These animations, these animations are just blowing my mind.
Your studio has kind of been renowned for character animation and for just fluid motion. I mean, did you guys take a lot of lessons from your previous games and really like hone in on those when you were developing?
I mean, I think animation's definitely been one of the hallmarks of our company. From Spyro to Ratchet to Sunset Overdrive.
Yep.
And I mean, I remember when the Sunset Overdrive reviews came out, one person actually wrote, it would be great to see Insomniac make a Spider-Man game, and I was like, see, we should make it.
See,
and
I think you waved your phone around to the whole studio.
Exactly, we took that kind of mentality and we just injected our personality, but also, what do people want, desire from a Spider-Man experience. So, it was really great. As I remember, probably around the end of the year, end of last year, someone wrote an article about the top things they want to see in Spider-Man, and they said they want it to feel like an Insomniac game. So I think that's the thing we've been really layering on in this last year is to have that, it feels like an Insomniac game as much as it does a Spider-Man game.
And I love this traversal, I mean, just the fluidity of just moving over great distances very quickly. It looks like a lot of fun just moving around, and that's when you know you've got a great game.
Okay, so...
Oh my God.
So how it kind of said, like, experimenting, but, like, sometimes, I mean, game development, we're in meetings a lot, and then sometimes you just need to, like, take a break. And what I used to find myself doing was just swinging around New York City. It was almost, like, therapeutic. It's just kind of like... When I play other games, I just walking or running or even taking a car. It feels so more natural now just to swing around like Spider-Man. So it's definitely one of those things that has that, again, just like combat, that pick and play feel. But we want players to have a level of mastery as they play and get
What
better.
was that? Hold on a second.
Okay.
Very interesting what you're saying there.
So like I said, Adam showed off. I think he showed off the tripwire. It's basically a gadget that you can either attach to a piece of geometry, and the enemies walk by, they'll get like grabbed and sucked back, but you can also attach it to an enemy, and if an enemy walks by, they kind of slam into each other.
That is amazing. This is so cool. What's this focus meter about?
Yeah, so the focus meter is basically, there's kind of a risk reward. As you build focus, you can use it to heal.
Sid's having a religious
It
experience.
just looks incredible.
Okay, thank you. The team works really, really hard on it. Really, really hard.
Clearly.
And the idea is the focus is kind of a way to, it's a risk reward. Like I said, you can either heal yourself, or you can kind of, if you fill up the bar a certain way, you can actually pull off a finishing move. So, as you play the game, you can kind of say, well, do I want to maybe heal myself real quick, or do I want to wait for that really extravagant move to kind of take the guy out instantly?
Got it.
Brian, a question for you is, obviously Spidey has, with his experience being under the mask for so many years now,
Yep,
in
8 years.
Story, 8 years. Thank you. You got to be precise.
I got it. One of the first questions I get is like, is it an origin story? I'm like, no. That was like, after we decided that the webs were definitely attached to the buildings, we decided it's not going to be an origin story.
But back to the combat, I mean, Spidey's experience, he has access to a lot of different techniques and technologies. How do you balance out his experience with the fact that you don't want to overwhelm a player with options, right? You want to make it approachable.
That comes down to our combat team, our traversal team,
like this guy right here.
Like Adam, and really going, okay, kind of handing that stuff out over the course of the game, finding the right spots where you kind of, okay, we're going to teach you how to punch and how to kick and how to punch guys up in the air and use your webs. But then we layer on things like gadgets and then the suits and the suit powers. And it's kind of giving over time. If we just, one thing with something like E3, we want you to feel great, right? But there's a lot to learn really quickly. So normal course development, we kind of find those spots in the game where it makes most sense to teach those mechanics. And then as the game goes on, we want you to master those because the game's only going to get harder.
Yeah, absolutely. Sid, what do you think?
I got to say, this game is
beautiful,
looking
right?
absolutely gorgeous. This is, it was looking spectacular to begin with, but this is on a totally different level. And I can just see that
so much.
I can see that polish, though. That's the thing, and that's what comes out in that final few months of development.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys watched the press conference, right?
Sure.
I don't know, Chef. You mean the bodies? Like they're just flying up in the air?
Polish. And to be in a press conference with the likes of a Naughty Dog, a Sucker Punch, Kojima Productions, we are very honored to be, and we know there's a certain level of polish that people expect from a PlayStation game, especially a first-party game. So we want to be considered right up there.
Well,
and not to mention also from the Marvel, Marvel fans expect to have that perfect experience.
Of course.
May I just ask real quickly, as we're starting to wind down here, from a personal perspective, I mean, what's it like for you and for the team to be able to kind of look up at the big screen and see your game after all that time, and all that work?
I'm known as a crier, so it takes a lot for me not to get choked up. Like right now, they're playing the theme song to the game in the background as we're sitting here, and I mean, this is an amazing industry, and to be part of it is one thing, but to work on something you truly love and something that when you were a little kid thinking, oh my God, could I ever work on a Spider-Man game, let alone be in video games, is just absolutely surreal. I use that word a lot when I describe working on this game. And to work with a group like Sony and work with Marvel, and that feeling is felt by so many Insomniacs. So we couldn't be prouder, and the support we've gotten across the board, not only from Sony, Marvel, but also the fans, has been spectacular.
Nice work with
Brian, it just looks incredible. I mean, there's no other word for it. And
you're flabbergasted.
I really am. It's stunning. I mean, just look at that. How can you not be blown away by that? But we do have a limited amount of time here, Brian. You're an industry veteran.
God,
You've been in the industry for a long time. I know this is a lifelong dream for you working on this game. And I want to thank you and Insomniac for making it.
Thank you for having us.
And for coming by as well.
Yeah, they even with Spider-Man 2, they were doing that. He would just stay in the air, start duking everybody.
Look different from all of
I just wanted to stand out a little bit. But you know, Sid, actually, I think a little earlier we were able to maybe get some footage of some of the amazing experiential stuff that's going on with Spider-Man. Right?
I mean, there really is something incredible going on here at this PlayStation E3 showcase. I mean, it's on a scale and a scope that we have just never seen before. And so we have people here, they're playing the game. We have a lot of hands-on sessions for folks that are here for the showcase. And the game looks great, but I just love the way this whole, I know her.
Oh, there's familiar faces popping up on the stream.
But I mean, it's a great event here. And it's just, I wish we could get everybody in here to try this out and to just see what has been sort of constructed. With Spider-Man and with actually another game we're about to talk about.
Yeah, we're about to talk about Ghost of Tsushima.
Why don't you? Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah,
we have some. We sneakily snuck on a few amazing people onto our program as a helicopter goes by to mark this amazing moment. Nate Fox and Jason Connell to my left and Nate Fox. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you so much for coming over.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us.
It's really good for you to be here.
The Sucker Punch guys are so from Seattle.
Kind of what we were just talking about.
The way they look, they're so from Seattle.
They're so for you as individuals and as developers to be able to kind of be a part of all of this.
It's amazing. I mean, you try so hard to make a video game that you can get lost in, and then to come to E3 where they actually build your game. It's kind of a dream come true that way.
Yeah. How about you?
Oh man, it's amazing. You know, people are excited. You see all the other projects, and everybody's just stoked about all the different games that are up there. And you know, we put a lot of heart and soul into it. So it's just that moment where it shows it is just great. So
I think we should show it because we have some of the footage.
I think we do have a little bit of footage hanging around here. So let's check it out. If we can
absolutely. Just hanging around.
It's just doing its thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this game, first of all, just gorgeous. I mean, the art direction is really coming through in an incredible way, but also the technical sophistication as well. I mean, we're going to see here in a minute. Here we go. There we go. Get into some combat.
Yeah, we have some highlights from the showcase just showing off for the first time.
Look at this. Look at this look. I mean, this is gorgeous.
Look at this look.
I don't know what else to say about it. I'm flabbergasted.
And maybe, I don't know, Nate or Jason, who wants to take this, but it seems like in these moments of gameplay, there's small vignettes of like a classic samurai film in which you really focus in the player experience, the visuals, the music, all the cues seem to align in harmony. I mean, that must all be very intentional, I can only assume.
It is an orchestra. You know, like you got to take all these elements, and for even that opening attack, that EI attack, it's about building space before it, having the leads go by, the drum up of music beforehand. And that's what makes it, really powerful.
How do you coordinate all those systems?
Like, we run in strike teams. We got a lot of multidisciplinary, awesome people working on it. So
yeah, but I mean, you watch a lot of samurai movies, man. I mean,
that's the real answer. Actually.
Yeah. I mean, there's that quiet before the storm. It's pretty key to the genre, so just trying to make it real in a video game is our goal.
And I know that authenticity is something that's tremendously important to your entire studio in this game. Do you want to share a little bit about some of the steps, the great steps that your team went through creating that?
Yeah, I feel like we're in a super unique position because, we're part of Sony, we have J Studio, we have somebody that would be a producer on our project from J Studio. We've hired some cultural guides. Like I feel like we're in this unique position. to help us create this thing. Oh, the Joji screen. That one's a popular one.
This knocked me off.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's interrupt worthy right there.
Okay, so can we talk a little bit maybe about how you're approaching the sword play?
Yeah.
I think that's a really interesting concept here. Like, you don't have to get too far into it. I know the game's still deep in development, but tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we're going for lethal precision, where there's not a lot of wasted energy. It's very trained experts, and so every strike, you know, could end a life. So you want to make sure that each one counts.
Yeah.
I mean, right now we're allowing these characters to kind of circle each other and talk to each other because it's not just kind of a furball, right? It's studying kendo. We've brought in experts to kind of show us how to do it.
And it shows.
It looks like maybe your team spent 400 years making this one scene. I mean, that's the thing that I would like our audience to remember is that every leaf, every flicker of flame has to be hand-placed by someone at some point in time, unless you had a giant machine AI do it all by itself.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
no, we have a great team. It's, you know, creating those beautiful moments, the lethal combat, that was the goal. Like, having the and having the, you know, visceral combat, that was our goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's so great to have you guys here. We do have a few more things to get to, right, Sid?
We do. Thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Thank you guys.
No, thank you for being a part of tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima looking mighty impressive. And
should we look at some of that stuff?
Yeah, so there's a whole experience here built out for folks who are here at the PlayStation E3 Showcase. And we're going to get a little footage of that here. Oh, here we go. There we go. Look at this. So this was... this was that period of time. I know some of these people. This is the period of time when earlier on when we had that intermission, we had to make a little bit of time for folks to walk from one part of the experience to the next. So you're seeing shots of that right now. Very just special.
PlayStation really outdid themselves
and
with this.
Beautiful.
This is crazy.
Yeah, gorgeous.
For folks to walk through there. Again, I wish we could just open the doors for 10 million people to come in here and just kind of get this all up close and personal.
10 million people might be a little more than than this venue can handle.
That's right. The fire marshal may have an issue or two with that, but it really is something else. And hopefully these clips here give you a little bit of a taste of what was in store here tonight at the PlayStation E3 Showcase.
And Sid, we sneakily got a few more folks in here to join us for the program. Again, I know, and specifically to talk about those little interstitials that we were seeing during our showcase. And it's my great pleasure to introduce the Media Molecule.
Hi.
Matching outfits.
Matching. We're matchy-matchy.
You know, that's cool.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is our great pleasure. I want to point out, and correct me if I'm wrong, the little interstitials we were seeing were all created inside Dreams.
That's right. That's right. So we just we had no idea what they were going to be shown with the games. So you know, Resident Evil, and then we get to do a little trumpet.
Yeah. A little celeries, and then it's Death Stranding.
No greater line pairing than the Resident Evil and the fart trumpet.
There we go.
Truly.
I mean, and we had the final word, right? The orange drummer.
Yeah.
We need to give these guys names. If any of your viewers want to name our fruit, that would be awesome.
That'd be great. But yeah, it was really fun because like the thing about Dreams is it's really fast to create these little sort of stories.
All right, guys, we're about almost 2 hours into the stream. I think it's about everything that Sony has to show. They are just kind of doing their own, almost their own E3 kind of thing. They're having people come up there and talk. They showed us all 4 of the big exclusives that they have. Of course, Ghost of Tsushima Gaming Channel doesn't start doing too much tomorrow, so hopefully Nintendo, I'm gonna give my computer a hard reset, and hopefully tomorrow when we go live for Nintendo, I'm so excited. Everything's all good, so I will see you guys then. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe so you can get that notification. All right, peace.